share with you is, 5 years ago we said that people purchased food and grocery 12 times in a month.
Okay.
Today, it's very different. Today, an average household of 4 in a tier 1 city places 10 orders on a Sunday, 10 different orders on a quick commerce app.
Really?
Yeah. And so that's the difference on how it's changed. So you're looking at things like continuous supply chain availability. You're looking at being listed on all the right platforms, all the stores. You're looking at what are the taste profiles of consumers. And today consumers are a lot more experimental. They're a lot more globally aware and exposed as well. And so they're willing to try new things. And I think so those are the insights that we look at when we kind of create products and we build out our
fascinating.
FMCG.
Give me an example of a product you've created and what went into it.
Sure. So plenty, right? So I'll tell you the journey of Tuyam, right?
Yeah.
And we identified healthy snacking as a space back in 2017 when we decided to launch. And at that point, it was more of a general global macro trend. We weren't seeing it in India, but we said we are going to create this market in India. And we had launched with makhanas, which at that time was native to certain parts of India, but it was not a countrywide known snack. The benefits of it were not known, right? And so we entered the market with it, and I think we were able to create the right noise.
I'm going to stop you. Step one, why makhanas? Because makhanas you will go and buy at a local kirana shop or from a street stall, but it never occurs to anyone to package them. You guys made that leap, so why did you do that?
Sure. So snacks is a 50,000 crore market and growing, right? Western snacks. And when you look at it, a lot of that consumption, when you look at the branded consumption, was very small part of it, right? And it was a cluttered market. So for us, the entry strategy was very clear that if we enter with products like potato chips or bhujia, which are already well entrenched, there are well entrenched players in the market, we are not going to be able to make a mark. And will people be interested in looking at a healthy version of that in 2017, right? And so we said, let's go on the extreme end of the health spectrum and pick products which are inherently healthy, but people don't consume them either because it's not easily available, or it's just not something that's available in tasty flavors, right? And which is why when we launched the brand and we said we are taking the entire health spectrum, we named the brand Tuyam, which is counterintuitive to when you think something is healthy, right? You think it will not taste good, right? And what we did is we said, we will be healthy, but we will also ensure that taste is what is going to trump everything, right? And because when you snack, it is your guilty pleasure, it is your indulgence, and you want it to be something that you enjoy. It's not that you're eating it because
deliciousness is number one.
Absolutely. Okay. Absolutely. So for us, that was one. Second was, how do you consistently ensure that you are coming up with new flavors in that product? Because consumers don't necessarily, classic salted, etc. flavors you can have on a daily basis. But when you look at unique flavors, and we had launched flavors like wasabi, even during the Navratri period, we had launched a limited edition rice kheer flavor of makhana. So these were innovations that we did. And for us, we said flavor innovation and product innovation is going to be one of the forefronts of how we are going to create this business.
I'm going to stop you here. There were multinationals already in the packaged food business, many of them reproducing products that they sold abroad, adding maybe masala twist or something to an existing product. You were the first guys who created unique Indian products. So what gave you the courage to do that?
So I think going back to all our understanding of consumer and Indian consumers and consumption is the Indian consumer is not trying to ape the West or the Southeast for that matter, right? And inherently, Indians have very Indian ways of consuming things, right? And a typical Indian wants chai the way we drink it. They want to eat that samosa with the chai, and these are things that are, I think, almost in our DNA, right? So they've been built over generations, and so people still want that flavor. They want the punch of flavor when they eat or when they snack, but they're also becoming conscious about healthy eating, clean eating, and they're looking for better alternatives out there. And I think that's the pivot we made. So while we launched with makhana, one of the pivots, so today we don't sell makhanas anymore, right? Because we realized that it was too far end of the health spectrum, and people were like, we want to be healthier, And so we want a healthier alternative. We don't necessarily want health foods when it comes to snacking,
Okay.
right? And so we pivoted. So today we do healthier bhujiyas, we do healthier chips.
How do you do a healthier bhujia?
So our bhujia is 45% less saturated fat than anything else that's available on the shelf.
Really, that much difference?
Yeah.
Do people realize that? I mean,
Absolutely. We are very strong with it on our communication. And what we've done is we've ensured that, and we've done series of blind tests with our consumers to ensure that our product succeeds on taste, texture, profile above everything else that's available. And I think that's the reason we've been able to be successful.